Time to try and finish off the bike fit. You guys are amazing. A couple of people in the comments of the last video commented, flip the stem. And I thought, what do you mean flip the stem? So I thought I'd have a look, and I took a look and I thought, well, why? That's straight, there's no angle on that. It's, you know, it goes from there to there, straight. But actually, if you look down here, and you guys obviously know this, I just know nothing about bikes. This is the angle that it is going into, I don't know, the fork bit, I don't know what that's called. And that's definitely angled downwards. So if I flip it around 180 degrees, this will angle upwards and maybe give me the height that I need. To do that, I need to take this off, never done that before, and then undo these Allen keys and stuff, and flip it around. I've got the two sizes of Allen keys that I need. Just never done it before. I'm assuming it's not going to have a knock-on effect to anything, but we shall see. Time to get the Allen keys out, flip that round. I don't know how much height it's going to give me. I don't know whether it'll give me quite as much as I've got from flipping the handlebars up, but I guess we shall see. We can run it through the analyzer thing. Hopefully I can keep the handlebars then flat with the shifters where they are, keep the reach just by flipping that. As I said, you guys are amazing. Let's find out. So that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Just a few Allen key screws, took them out, and you can see I've now flipped the stem. So where this angle before was going down, it's now pointing upwards, and I've actually, they might be pointing up a little bit, but leveled the handlebars back off again as well, so that we can just test it from there, see if I need any more height. I have no idea how much height that has brought me, but I'm going to get changed. I've got to move everything around again, move the bike so I can get the right camera angle, get the camera set up, all of that stuff. So it's going to take me a little while, do a quick warm up, and then let's get a video and run that through the MyVeloFit analyzer. So I did a 10-minute warm up ride, then moved the camera around, set it up for the side shot, recorded about 20 seconds. Running it through the analyzer now over on the website. It felt quite good actually. It felt all right. My legs felt a lot better than I have done in a long time. Maybe that's some of the work that I've been doing on my legs. Maybe it's the bike setup, I don't know. But let's let this run and see what the numbers say. It's finished then, and for the first time we have the 4 sections in range. Saddle height I think has come up a bit. It's now in the middle pretty much. Still at the front of fore and aft. And the handlebar height now is, I think, about where it was before, and the handlebar reach is still in range. So I've gained that height, I think, and not lost the handlebar reach like I did before. You can have a look at the previous assessment. So I've definitely gone up in saddle height just by increasing the height at the front of the bike. Don't quite understand that. Maybe it's the angles and suggesting that you're actually more in range now because everything else matches. About the same here for saddle fore and aft. Handlebar height, that is about the same, and then the handlebar reach is short on that one. So handlebar height, I've managed to gain that handlebar height and not lose the handlebar reach that I lost when I turned the handlebars up. So the question is, do I leave it there? I would imagine moving the saddle backwards a bit would increase the handlebar reach, and it would get those two more in the green zone. I might then change the angles for my back and things, and then that would require, if I move the saddle back, that would lower the back angle and therefore might require the saddle height to go up again, but it might still be in range. I don't know. I'm tempted to leave it as it is for a while and ride with it and just see how I feel before I fiddle more, because I might knock more stuff out. One thing that is really good, I found here, you can compare your current position with one of the previous assessments that you did. So let's have a look at this compared to the first one I did. So bike fit number 1 is on the left, the new one is on the right. So you can see here the improvements between the two. Knee flexion is actually a little bit more outside the green zone now compared to what it was before. It was 111 degrees now, it's now 106, which is slightly to the left. Hip closed has gone from 62 to 67. Again, the bigger that is, the greener it is. The back angle has stayed the same, so is the shoulder angle and the arm length. So I guess this is the top of the pedal stroke. So I've kind of, I don't know, has that got a little bit worse, I suppose, really, compared to where it should be? Let's look at the bottom of the pedal stroke though. You can see here, knee extension was 46 degrees before, and that has now improved to 39 and nearly in the middle there. So that's where I'll have a bit of improvement. And the hip has opened a little bit more. Hopefully those two together are the things that were causing me the issue and has solved my problems. Fingers crossed, because those are the things that have pretty much the only things here that have moved into a better position. You can see here the shoulder, everything else, shoulder and back are the same again as it was further above. And the fore and aft is now, it's gone from green good to orange good. And then I couldn't tell you what the overall positioning means, good or bad. What seems to have changed? In terms of the lines that are on there, I can't really tell too much difference, really. They might be a bit closer together on the right, and the centre of mass a little bit further forward, I guess. But I think I'm going to class that as a win. I'm really happy with that. I think it's the hip and the knee are the things that it's improved, and those are the things that I was struggling with potentially. So hopefully that alleviates the issue. I don't think I'm going to... Maybe I'll test moving the saddle backwards a little bit and see what it does, but I don't want to have to faff with putting it back. I've been comfortable with it, where that saddle is, and a little bit scared to touch it, because being a bigger guy, moving that saddle around and not riding for a while as I've had before, getting back on a saddle can be quite uncomfortable. So I might not touch it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you think I should try and get it closer to the green, but I'm happy with it being all in range and seeing how it goes for a little while and seeing if I get any improvements. But thumbs up, happy with that. Really happy to get that done. That is a brilliant bit of kit, that MyVeloFit. If it works and I'm comfortable with it, it's actually, aside from a bit of a faff, the negatives to it was I just didn't feel like I had enough space to quite get the recording and the camera angles correct. You might have a little bit more luck with a camera phone, because you get a wider angle, but doing it with the camera that I'm on now, just sort of, I guess it might be a closer angle, so you don't quite get the full bike width. So that was a bit of a problem. I also think that you run it through the first time and it said to move the saddle up by, what was it, 5 mil? I moved it up by 5 mil and it said you need to move it up by 5 mil. And I know that's probably all the calculations that it did, but I felt it could have just gone up a little bit more the first time to sort of save having to do more videos, and they're going to have more videos uploaded to their server, more space taken at their end. Well, maybe that's the idea, because I might want you to sign up for the big one at the end because you get unlimited uploads. Maybe that's what it is, I don't know. But it's probably more to do with the fact that it needs to look at the angles and can only suggest small movements at a time. So it would have been more helpful to lift that up first time, save more of a faff. But aside from that, it's brilliant. And you can compare your previous efforts to your current one, see how it's moved, and hopefully get you in the right position that you're supposed to be on the bike. That's a general position, I suppose, an average position for the average person. I have no idea about bike fits, whether someone who's a professional would actually recommend something different for someone who is bigger compared to someone smaller, taller, shorter. I don't know, but I'm just going to test it. I found it easy to do once I got going. It was really quick, quite cheap actually for 2 weeks use, cheaper than going to a professional. So I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I felt comfortable on the bike a minute ago when I did that warm up. So fingers crossed it's all right going forward. But yeah, this is my Tuesday night ride done now. So I've got to jump off and go and do family stuff and bedtime and dinners and whatnot. But Thursday, I'll be able to give it a proper test. This week hasn't quite gone to plan. I didn't manage to jump on the bike on Thursday night. As the week went on, I just got more and more exhausted. I don't know whether I got a bit of a bug or what, but there was no way I was getting on the bike on Thursday night. I just wanted to go to bed. I sat on the sofa and went to bed really, really early. So, yeah, no riding for me on Thursday. It's now Saturday. Time for the Saturday ride to properly test the setup, see how I feel, and just get the legs turning over again. Talking about legs, though, I've woken up, my right leg. It's been getting better. My whole of my right leg, again this morning, just feels like it's seized up. I don't know why. It seems to be getting better, and then all of a sudden it shoots back to being bad again. I've used the massage gun a bit this morning to try and loosen it up. The plan is to do the full hour-long ride this morning, but if I feel a little bit of discomfort, maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe it's time to go and see a physio. But anyway, I'm going to get changed, do this ride. I'll let you know how it goes afterwards, and yeah, we'll wrap this really short week up. I did the full hour in the end, and I actually really enjoyed the ride. I didn't feel too bad. Didn't really get any discomfort in my knee or my hips or my hip. I did feel like I think I mentioned it in last week's video, just that beginning feeling of pins and needles a little bit, sort of in the lower part of my legs. I'm hoping that is just me having to get used to a new position on the bike, and it's not causing any longer problems. But really pleased, as I said before, to get all those boxes in range, and then just going to try them over a period of a few weeks and see how it feels. I feel a bit rubbish this week. I've not been on the bike as much. I missed Thursday because I was just, as I mentioned, I was exhausted. So now hopefully my Tuesdays can go back to riding rather than trying to find a bike fit. And I am going to try and find a physio, I think, to look at my knee or my hip. I need to know what's causing what. And I'm fumbling my way through some YouTube videos about how to do the stretches and use the massage gun, but maybe I'm not doing the right thing and I need a bit of professional guidance. I'll give it the week, see how it goes, and then pull the trigger on it if I need to. It's Sunday now, I'm recording this, and we went out to do some shopping yesterday afternoon after the ride, and I was okay. And then as the day sort of got on a little bit, I was just feeling a bit grumpy with it, actually. You know when you get something that just niggles you for a while? It just seemed to get a little bit more niggly as the day went on, and I got more and more grumpy. So I need to find a solution to it. I can't keep going at it. So yeah, maybe I don't think it's bike related, because I haven't ridden the bike this week, apart from on the Tuesday doing that very quick bike setup video and warm up. And then it was that night before hitting the ride Saturday morning that caused the problem, but I hadn't ridden the bike. So I don't think it is the bike causing the issue. I don't know what it is causing it, but it's starting to really irritate me. But I'm going to keep working on it and try and make it better. And then next week, try and get on and do a little bit more riding than I have this week. Now I feel like I've got that set up right. It feels, when I'm on the bike, I feel comfortable and I feel like I can push and I feel okay. So that's the main thing, I guess. Let's see how it goes over the following couple of weeks, as I've said before. But a nice quick video this week. Not a lot happening. Finish off the bike fit, which is great. Thank you, as usual, to all of the channel members coming up the screen now. Your support is amazing. If you're interested in joining that, if you head over to the link in the description of the video, what is it? It is buymeacoffee.com/target 2.5. You can join up, or just buy me a one-off coffee if you think that I fancy a coffee. I always have decaf though. I cut out the caffeine a little while ago, but I do drink a lot of decaf coffee. But that is the end of this video. If you have enjoyed it, do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.